Hey everyone, Gil here at Camppatton Family Compound. I'm back in Idaho here, and I'm trying to get things caught up here from the time I spent running back and forth to California. So one of the things I did, I got a bunch of strawberries from my wife in containers, and I've prepped one of the bottom pieces of one of the IBC totes. So I'm going to be planting this here. The this one here was one where after I had all the firewood out there on the cement driveway there, I went and was cleaning everything up, and there was a lot of dirt and small pieces of wood and bark and stuff. And so the bottom part of it, let's look here, probably I'd say about from here down, is that bark and dirt stuff that I had in there when I cleaned up the cement. One of the things though that I did last fall is I put 2 bags of cow manure on top of it to help it break down over the winter time, and it had broken down quite a bit. So I've added a bunch of the compost from the pile into it, and some of the half 55-gallon barrels I had here with some soil and stuff in it that had the tomatoes in. I dumped a couple of those in there, added 2 more bags of cow manure to it, and mixed it all up. And so I'm going to be planting this here now. So, all right, so each one of these has 1 plant in it, except for this one over here, which has 2 plants in it. So I'm going to put 1 here in this open spot here. And then I have 11 more plants in the in the black toad over there. So I will be fixing up another one of these here later today or tomorrow and getting it going. Let's see what we got here. Right there. This is a I don't want to go down too deep on it, because once I have them planted, if these are sticking up a little bit, I'm going to be bringing in some more compost to fill it up to almost to the top edge of the plastic here, because it is going to settle down. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to mound up the dirt that I took out of there around it. So this is sitting up just a little bit higher than the other soil was. That way, as I fill in around it here, it won't be bearing this much at all. So, all right, there's number 1. All right, so I'm going to put this on fast forward here as I plant the rest of them. All right, so there I got it. 12 strawberry plants in here. As you can see, some of them are already producing strawberries. In fact, I picked about 8 strawberries yesterday. But the low spots in between here, each plant here and over to the side here, I got a garbage can that I've been mixing soil in to make a compost, planting soil mix, and I'll bring that over here and I'll fill all this in to bring it up to level. Okay, so I got it done, and I stopped the camera. I went and got a container of dirt to bring it over here, and I forgot to start it back up. So I have filled in around all the plants, brought it all up closer to the level of the side here, and I'll probably have to add the same amount I just put in there just now by the end of summer to make sure it's all up level and all nice and good. So, and hopefully this will survive good inside the shop, because that's what I'm going to do with it. Being in one of the containers, I can put the pallet jack under. I can pick it up and I can take it into the shop this winter. Last winter we had the polar vortex, and it killed all the strawberries that were out in those containers out there. It killed all the onions. It killed everything that was in those containers. It just froze them solid, and nothing was able to survive, which is kind of strange, just because the yellow onions I had out there a couple years ago over by the cargo containers, I had a bunch of them winter over, and they did just fine. They were covered with snow and everything, and they came back just fine. Here, nothing survived because it got down to 28 below zero. So, with this in on one of these containers I can pick up with the pallet jack, I can take that into the shop in the wintertime, and I can keep it a little bit warmer in there. And so, that's what I'm hoping to do with this. I still have another, all right, there's 5 in that small tray there. There's 2 in this one on the end down here. And then there's 4 more, so I got 6. I got 11 more there, and I got 12 here. So that's what's going to happen there. In a week, in a few days, I'm going to be heading back to California. I'll probably grab a couple more little pots of strawberries, and or at least one more, so I can do another one of 12. I may see if I can grab 13 more pots if my wife has them available for me. That way I can have 3 of these short totes with strawberries in them, because that would be great. I mean, that would, if I set it up right, we'll have tons of strawberries for making sugar-free jam. All right, so before I take off, I'm going to put a link to my over here to my other channel, Gray Man Prepping, up there. I'm going to put a couple links for playlists over here that you might be interested in. Alrighty, take care, see you around, and plant a garden you need to.